perspective, when we define, no doubt you have covered Industry 4.0 technologies or all other aspects of technology. But before I start with this session, the theme that has been assigned to me, I would like to know from any of the participants what is technology, what is your definition of technology, and also what are the components of our technology. That's it. Any one of you. What is a technology? That's it. Definition of a technology and what are the components of a technology. That's it. Because we are into the final day of the program, and I hope you must be having some perception or clarity on what technology is. How do we define a technology? That's it. Anyone, you can unmute yourself and share. That's it. What is technology? How do we define a technology? That's it. You can write in the chat box also. Akash ji has responded. Technology plus knowledge is equal to technology. Okay, learning is one of the components of technology. Okay, good. Thank you, Akash, for your response. That's it. So when we say technology, it is, I would say, no doubt formally, I am not covering this with the presentation over here. We have a presentation also in that context, but let me briefly share what is technology. It is the, it may be a tool, it may be a method, it may be a process, it may be a know-how uh, in the creation of further products or services to solve some task or to provide some services to the stakeholders. That's it. So when we refer to the components of technology, so components of technology, they may have, they may, we use it as uh, 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 overall comprehensive definition. They technology may have a hardware, that's it. It may have related to its physical structure. It may have a software, that's it. How that components will integrate, interact with each other, that's it. And it may have a know how to use a particular technology, maybe a result of experience. And another component, fourth, may be know why to use a particular technology. For example, during Corona times, all of us shifted from normal teaching to the online teaching. So when we shifted, there were several aspects in conduct of classes. If we conduct online training programs, let us say the offline training programs, there are, if you categorize into activities and sub activities, there are more than 20-25 activities, 20 to 25 more than that activities that takes place to successfully complete one training program. That's it. In the same way, when you were into your teaching, you must have been into your engaging online classes with your students. That's it. So leaving aside other aspect, which tool you will use, we will come about discussion on the same during our upcoming session. But uh, when considering about the operations we have to perform, like managing the attendance of the student, that's it. So which method is to be used, that's it. It can be either you do it, enter punch the attendance manually. Another can be that you use Excel and you use VLOOKUP and other advanced functions of Excel to mark the attendance. So let us say you have mastered both. You are good in punching that attendance manually on your own in the software portal, like we have for the inter. Another is that you have the competence to use MS Excel also. So know why means when you will why you will use particular outline method, means marking physical attendance or using a software tool or MS of Excel. So it means know why, means to ask the question whether it is useful to use a particular technology in a particular scenario. For example, in my case, let us say if it is a strength of more than 200 participants, let us say around rough estimate, then I will think of using Excel and MS Excel and VLOOKUP functions to mark your compile your attendance. But if there are only 30-35 participants, then to use excellent that steps that I have created is of is a waste of time, because it will take at least 40 minutes for me for the simplest iteration also of that. So it means if the participants are 30, 40, 50, 100, 80, it is easy for me to punch the attendance manually. That is a better option. That's it. Is also an important component of technology. That's it. Now we come to the our core theme, that is technology adoption. Once we have understood what is the definition of technology, what are the components of technology, now we comes to the perspective of technology adoption. That's it. So, as the name indicates, it refers to the adoption of a particular technology by the stakeholders, that's the intended users. So, the main thrust of this session is to create awareness about technology adoption and allied aspects. No doubt. Here also I have put it. Technology means all the knowledge, products, processes, tools, methods, and systems employed in the creation of the goods or in providing services. Or we can say technology is the practical implementation of the knowledge, as put forth by Tariq M. Khalil. Tariq M. Khalil has done a very seminal work in context of technology management, and I'm sure anyone who wish to have a deep dive into the aspects of technology management and allied aspects, you are requested to go through that content of that book. No doubt, components of technology, hardware related to physical structure, software knowledge about how to use the hardware, brainware or know why, reason for using a particular technology. We have already discussed. Know how may be a result of experience or transfer of knowledge or hands-on practice. That's it. Now, when we come to technology adoption, that's it. So when we refer to the adoption of a particular technology or an innovation, it can be considered from two perspectives. One is the organizational adoption. When we refer to organizational adoption, it means that the decision of a particular organization, institution to adopt a particular technology. And when we refer to the individual adoption, it means that the adoption of a technology by an individual user. Like, let me give you an example, highlight this with an example. Biometric attendance system. So biometric attendance system is something like teachers, the individual end users are not asked for whether we are going to use biometric attendance or not. That's it. But there is an order, let us say, by the higher committee, and they may take a decision. It is implemented, and we have to follow it. So that is the organizational adoption. When an organization is going to make a decision that that particular technology we are going to adopt, and it will be proliferated down the different departments or verticals in our organization. When we refer to the individual adoption, it is like using a particular software tool. So no doubt your institution has said that you have to have online classes, but they have not prescribed you any tool. They left it open that you can use any tool, like you can use Google Hangout, or you can use free conference call, or you can use Zoom, you can use Cisco's WebEx, you can use any other tool. That's it. It means it is on the left to the individual choice to use a particular tool. So to have a payroll system, someone may use Excel, someone may prefer Tally, someone may prefer any other ERP software. That's it. So that is individual adoption when we refer to the adoption of particular technology at the individual level. So organizational adoption differs from individual adoption decisions in that they are managed by a group of individuals, as put forth by Bonema and Zoltman in their work done in 1978, Doyle et al. In 1979, and Goodside and Women's 2005, page number 386. And there is an affiliate stream of inquiries focusing on technology diffusion on individuals and organization level, as put forth by Copper and Zumet and Rogers and Townley and Fisher. So there are various theories. There are primarily the theories that are used to study the adoption diffusion of an innovation or a particular technology summarized below. It can be innovation diffusion theory, as put forth by Rogers. It can be TOE framework, as put forth by Tarnetsky and Fleischer. It can be theory of reasoned action as put forth by Eisen and Fishbein. It can be theory of planned behavior as put forth by Eisen and Eisen uh, in separate different works done in different years. And it can be unified theory of acceptance and use of technology as put forth by Venkatesh et al. And it can be technology acceptance model as put forth by Davis and Davis in work done in 1986, 89, and 18, again in 89 with his co-authors or scholars. Uh, Classification based on application. When we say innovation diffusion and particularly the two framework, they are the frameworks that can be used to explore the adoption factors at the firm level, organization level adoption. And when we refer to the theory of reasoned action, technology acceptance model, theory of planned behavior, or utilitarian theory of acceptance and use of technology, these are the ones that can be used to explain the technology adoption at the individual level. That's it. So here today I am going to directly come to this framework in context of technology acceptance model. This is a very basic framework. We call it as technology acceptance model, given by Davis, experimented across different technological segments to study the adoption perspective, adoption factors. Maybe it may be used to study the adoption of a particular technology in hospital procedure. It is used to study the adoption of technology in context of e-commerce, e-banking, or it can be used to study the adoption of technology in context of motor vehicles, or it can be used across different verticals, different, I would say, industry verticals, different categories of technology, maybe product oriented or maybe service oriented. Yes. So what does it say? It says that now, whenever we say, okay, now let me share with you why it is important for us to know about technology adoption. So, why we shall, what is the relevance of this session? The relevance of this session is that if I or you are the creator of the technology, you are the inventor or innovator, it means if you know these factors well in advance, you will embed these elements into your product or service offering, and automatically the acceptance of your technology will be more in the market, in the among the users. Thank you. And when we say, when we refer to, for example, from the another perspective, if I say, I am the person who is going to use the technology. You are going to buy a cell phone or buy a, let us say, particular technology for your home, or for your office performance. I am aware that these are the important factors, these are the latent factors, I would say, that subconsciously, automatically, later on I will realize that this something is missing in this product. So you have spent your hard-earned money and you didn't had a best buy. So if I know, I'm aware of the factors that will impact my actual use of particular technology into a given scenario, automatically I will be in a position to have a good comparison and have a better buying decision. So it is important from both the perspective. Either we are on the creation side or we are on the using user side. That's it. So when we say refer to it, the factor that is independent variable, somewhat we call it. This framework is for relevant for developing countries to understand the adoption of technologies in developing countries. When we go to study adoption of a particular technology in underdeveloped country, so this also becomes our intermediary variable. There may be two more independent variables. So we will discuss all of them. So first one is perceived ease of use. Ease of use is how easy it is to use a particular technology. That's it. And usefulness means how useful that technology is. So let us consider that you know how to drive a motorcycle and you know how to drive a cycle. Ease of use is, let us say, equivalent with riding a bike and riding a cycle. But let us say I am overweight, obese, and my doctor says that it is good if you do cycling, but I do not have time to do separate time to for a cycling. So let us say I choose that my office is from my home, let us say 10 kilometers. So let me go by a cycle. Ease of use is with both cycle and motorcycle, but usefulness is with cycle. If you go by a cycle, you will have a good health. You will have exercise and you will lose some fat. But it may be another case. Let us say you are we are a rich person and you own a helicopter also. So would you drive by helicopter to your office on your own? Maybe not. Maybe yes. If you have a license, you know how to ride a helicopter. Fly a helicopter, you will use it. But if not, that's it. You may go choose to go by a car or bike or a cycle. That's it. So here the difference comes. In the same way, usefulness. You may be the chief minister of a state who has to travel, let us say, 200 kilometers. You have both the options. You can go by car or you can go by helicopter. No doubt, ease of use is with both. You have a pilot to ride a helicopter. You have a driver to ride a car. That's it. To fly a helicopter, you have a pilot. But is it right, useful to go by car for 200 kilometers or by helicopter? So there may be a scenario that going by helicopter will take more time to ensure all security checkups and everything. From where you will launch off, from where you will take board, or from where you will land. From there, how will you reach your destination? So it may be usefulness maybe by car. 150 kilometer, 200 kilometer by car, you may travel in 2 hours. That's it. So in that case, usefulness may be by car, though you have equivalent ease of use for helicopter also. So no doubt, ease of use also impact your usefulness of a particular technology, and usefulness and ease of use both impact the attitude towards using a particular technology. That is positive or negative feeling of the person who is going to adopt that technology. What is my attitude about whether I'm going to adopt a particular technology or not? And this attitude, positive and negative feeling and perceived usefulness, both contributes toward the behavioral intention to use a particular technology. No doubt, behavioral intention may be there, but technology adoption is kept separate because though you may have a very strong positive intent of your behavior to use a particular technology, but still you may choose otherwise. No doubt, you know that it is better to go by car in a particular scenario, but in the actual scenario there may be a traffic congestion, road closed, there may be a some other problem. For that you may not use car. That's it. So your actual adoption of a particular technology may be different. Like on a rainy day, no doubt usefulness and ease of use is there. It is preferable you will go by car. But suppose there is a sewerage blockage and the whole the water is coming out, and you do not feel it like driving your own car. You feel like let me hire a taxi cab. That's it. Even though your behavioral intention to you may have been a positive, but actual decision of a particular technology may vary depending upon the several other factors also. But when you are in an underdeveloped country, two more factors that affect the adoption of a particular technology are your efficacy and anxiety. Efficacy means how much competent you feel to use a particular technology given an option on your own. And anxiety means if somebody says that you have to file your income tax for all 5 members of your home using online e-filing portal. So आपके पसीने कितने छूट रहे हैं? That's it. So आपको anxiety means how competent you feel on an individual level to perform a task, and efficacy means uh, with whom you feel what is your level of comfortness to take a particular adopt a particular course of action or technology. Like I say that I will file online income tax return, sir, but please give me this person. Let him sit by my side. Let him observe. I will do. If I face some problem somewhere, I will ask him a question. Or sir, I will do. Put me in touch with some person telephonically. If I face some problem, I will I will ask him. So many users, when they file maybe for some tourist visa to Australia or Germany, no doubt they know they have studied everything. But sometimes they say that they call me, they say, Amardev, we will be filing this application this time. So when we will file, please save your time for us. If there is any query, we will call you during this time. It means they are trying to deal with the efficacy in filing a particular, submitting a particular application. Okay. In the same way, I also do in case I have to adopt a particular course of action. That's it. So when we say the perceived ease of use, it is defined as the degree to which a person believes that the technology system is easy to use, that is free of effort, and the perceived usefulness is defined as the degree to which a person believes that the technology system will improve his work performance. A beautiful example you will see, no doubt, I did it for my wife, for myself also. New text regime. What they did, I was surprised. They have embedded this element over there. What they did, if you have to claim exemptions and everything, means you have to keep a record of everything, your passbooks, PPF, this and that, and then you have to fill at different levels and see what tax payable is, or what, how much refund you will get. What they have done beautifully in new tax regime, simple. Only you will get a rebate, deduction for employer contribution to NPS. Everything in 2 minutes you can file your income tax. Now let us say in 5 minutes. That's it. If your form 16 is rightly filed, so they have included ease of use and usefulness in filing income tax return. And in new text they have given a benefit also at this time. I'm not sure about future, but at this time, yeah, it's for different class of people. It was coming out to be best. That's it. I did it physically both twice for my wife and for myself also. But I was surprised next time I didn't do it because I have made a decision. Maybe they may charge more tax in new tax regime next time. But I have ease of use and usefulness. That within a 5 minutes you can close this work. One thing. Another important, beautiful thing they did is whenever you have to file your tax, there is a tax payable, like in my case it was payable, something around 9,800 or something. When I paid, automatically BSR code, Challan code, it was automatically pre-filled in my ITR preview. When I did a preview, all the details were captured and filled over there automatically. I didn't have to file manually anywhere in any form. So what kind of ease of use and usefulness they are going through? You do not even need a digital signature. Using your Aadhaar OTP, if your phone number is linked to your Aadhaar, you can verify your return. So this is a beautiful one example of how how ease of use and usefulness is being embedded into our online income tax return filing service, so that the government gets more and more taxpayers who are ready to file the tax, and they get more and more and money easily. That's it. And attitude, it refers to the positive or negative feelings of an individual as required to the behavior in question. Further, a favorable or unfavorable attitude directly influences the strength of behavioral beliefs about the likely slant consequences. So I am experiencing building my skill with income tax return filing. It means my attitude is becoming more and more positive. And now, what I'm doing in the coming years, from the last years, I will, instead of focusing on how much time I need to spend on filing the tax, I will try to study different provisions of income tax act. What are there, what are relevant to me, what are relevant to you as an individual, to you as a business startup, or to you as a maybe organization, है ना? Key managerial position holder. So it means you can spend your save time in some other, building your knowledge on some other domains that may be more useful to you than spending upon time on filing a particular income tax process. Behavioral intention. Behavioral intention refers to the measure of the strength of one's willingness to exercise effort while performing certain behaviors. That's it. And in consideration of Yusufzai et al., the original term has been replicated extensively and indicating that it holds across persons, settings, cultures, countries, and times, and last being a requirement for for robust theories. But what is the limitations? Besides being a harmonious model for studying the determinants of system, uses of TAM has been also looked upon as a valuable tool for system planning, since the system designers have some degree of control over easiness and usefulness. So if the system designers analyze any system through this TAM, you can incorporate the ease of use and usefulness elements into your technology or systems. No doubt, there is a limitation also. Limitation is that it only takes into consideration the technological factors, and it sometimes leave the other important factors that may be relevant in context of technological adoption, that may be organizational factors or environmental factors. That's it. Organizational means size of the company, number of employees, education and skill level of the employees, and then it may be the atmosphere where that technology is to be implemented, environment. And when we refer to the environment, it refers to the environment, socio-political environment. It may refer to the schemes of and policies of the government or different regulating authorities. That's it. So those are not taken care by them. But for that, we can use another theory like innovation diffusion theory. So I will discuss one basic theory over here in context of adoption at the organization level. Here it is referred to as not not I would say not usefulness. It is referred to as relative advantage, the degree to which an innovation is perceived as being better than the idea it supersedes. And it refers to compatibility with the existing technology, the degree to which an innovation or technology is perceived as consistent with the existing values, past experiences, and needs of potential adopters. And perceived ease of use is replaced by complexity, the degree to which an innovation is perceived as relatively difficult to understand and use. And two other factors that comes into picture are triability and observability. Triability means the degree to which an innovation may be experimented with on a limited basis, and observability means the degree to which the result of an innovation are visible to others. What are the benefits or pitfalls, deficiencies or weaknesses or negatives? They are visible to others if we deploy a particular technology. So when we say technology adoption parameters, factors, in fact, impacting the adoption of a particular technology, they are important from the perspective of dimensions of value also. Like the value of technology in most increasing return industries is influenced by technology standalone value, and another one is network externality value. When we refer to the standalone value, technology standalone value, what value technology is offering on its own, that's it. So these are the functions the technology enables the customers to perform, and its aesthetic quality, appearance, and its ease of use. So it is important to study the technology adoption and the allied factors, because because ease of use and perceived usefulness also parts to form the part to the creation of the value in context of that it offers on its own. So if we go by the perspective of value of a particular technology, and if you would like to benchmark your technology against another technology in context of value dimension perspective, then also it is important to study the adoption of a particular technology. Any questions?
So, sir, I have one query.
Yes, yes, sir.
You're talking about value of the technology.
Yes.
Can you give little elaboration to it?
Okay, great, beautiful, sir. Thank you. You have asked. Then I will share one perspective how value is defined. So let me share one small presentation on that also. So what is value? What does value addition means? And that was the second presentation I shared in context to value addition, just to highlight why a particular ease of use is how it is contributing to value also. So I'm sharing my screen again. That's it. So when we refer to value, value is defined as, if we talk of value in journal. Value created is defined as willingness to pay minus opportunity cost. Willingness to pay minus opportunity cost. For example, I have to travel from bus stand to, let us say, one college to my one institution, let us say, and it is, let us say, 15 kilometers. So, so I have two options to travel. I can travel by, let us say, you can travel by local bus, you can travel by car, or you can travel by, let us say, individual auto. One option may cost you maybe 15 kilometers 30 rupees, transport. Auto may cost 200 rupees, and car may cost, let us say, 300 rupees or 400. So which option you will choose? So it means, and this is willingness to pay for a particular option minus opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means when exercising a particular choice, what benefits which I would have accrued if I would have exercised alternative choice. Let us say I have two options to travel from my bus stand to one destination institution. Let us consider two options only. One is public transport, local bus. Another is auto or car. Let us say hired cab. So means if I choose to travel by local bus. What benefits I would have lost if I would have traveled by car? So if it is, it's natural. If it is, there is no virtue, no freezing of time, nothing potential loss is there. You may give your casual leave half a day. We may travel by local bus. But if it is like you arrive late, you are going for a session, and there you will get a honorarium of 5,000 rupees. Or if your leave is deducted, paid leave, your salary of 4,000, 5,000 will be deducted. It's natural. That's it. If you travel by local bus, you will lose that money. In the same way, if you travel by car, you will lose less money because the rate of loss. So it means willingness to pay minus opportunity cost for option A minus bracket में willingness to pay minus opportunity cost for choice B. You may keep any option at A and any option as B. But if that value created value, the resultant factor comes out to be positive, it means your option A is viable for you. If it comes out to be negative, it means the option B comes out to be viable for you, profitable for you. So this is basic premise about the how we define and calculate with your economic value of for particular option. But now we can go further to the next level. That's it. How economic value is created, or I would say, what are the factors that affect the creation of economic value? That's it. So this is a very beautiful framework experimented and given by Pankaj Gamawat and Jordan I. Siegel in cases on redefining global strategy, published by Harvard Business Review Press 2011, page 1 to 12. What is it says? That's it. Economic value can be built upon two further factors. What are those factors? One is you can create the economic value through volume, and second is through margin, building your margin for your product or service. And volume, it is there. If you I produce one component, that's it. It will give me less profitability, let us say. And if I consider more more in volume the particular product, it's natural it is going to give me more edge on controlling my profitability. But it says this is one way to play the volume game. Another way they say is that you do not go about volume, that instead of making, let us say, 10,000 pieces of your product, you only make 10 or 15, but you sell it for higher price, and you keep your margin between your cost price and selling price to be a very significantly higher. That's it. Maybe you may sell tens of Maruti, and you may sell, on the other hand, one BMW or Audi, but you are earning more than what Maruti earns from one car, let us say. So Maruti may be playing on volume game, but you are playing on margin. And it is being said that on margin, Margin is further dependent upon two factors. That's it. There may be several others, but here this work has highlighted two factors. One is your competitive advantage. Another is your industry attractiveness or leverage. For example, everyone we know that uh, 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 as per the pressures of, let us say, sustainability as put forth by different UN conventions, everyone is talking about going for renewable sources of technology. And once you see in automotive industry, that's it, everyone company is coming out with EVs, electric vehicles, though we have not considered how those batteries will be mitigated. What is the economical and technical feasibility, that's it, for rolling out such thing. For example, there was a one expo in Chandigarh, auto expo in Chandigarh. I went over there. We inquired about EVs. I said I have a run of, let us say, 300 kilometers, 115 going, 150 kilometer coming back in a week. Which car is viable for me? Because in Tata Nexon they were showing me two variants, one with a small battery and one with a bigger battery. One was costing for, let us say, 13 lakh, another for 15, 16 lakh. So I asked him. He says, as per what scenario you have explained me, he says, you need not buy any car. If you buy a car, you are losing your money. You are creating a wastage of for yourself. So what I wish to say, but industry attractiveness is there, because if you go in manufacturing of EVs, governments must be giving you good subsidies. And if we are as a buyer going, we may claim certain tax exemptions. Or and at same car that is available in petrol or diesel for 8 lakh, it is being sold for 13 lakhs. 4 to 5 lakhs margin that those companies are charging from us. That's it. So this is the referred to as industries attractiveness leverage. Whosoever player may be, any company, everyone is benefited, because वो बाहर ही ऐसे चल रही है. But at the same time, there is another factor, that is competitive advantage. When we say competitive advantage, it can be built upon another factors also, that are costs and differentiation. Costs and differentiations. And based on cost, there are further two strategies. Based on differentiation, there are further two strategies. अभी मैं उसको हम उसको डिस्कस करेंगे इन अपकमिंग स्लाइड्स. बट उससे पहले हम ये दो फैक्टर्स पे भी बात करते हैं. वो कहता है कि इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू में दो और फैक्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है जो इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. वन इज अनसर्टेनिटी और रिस्क, एंड अनदर इज नॉलेज एंड रिसोर्सेज. Uncertainty or risk means, like, you were into tourism industry, you are coming out with, let us say, some option exploring space tourism or underwater tourism, or you were into beverages industries. That's it. But corona came. When corona came, the worst hit industry was hospitality sector, tourism, and let us say your especially your food and eating outside joints. So this was an uncertainty and risk that also impact your economic value. And knowledge and resources. If you are, even if you have technologies, what do you have the sufficient knowledge to use those technologies efficiently and effectively for creating value for your organization? Or do you have resources available, like you have hired a beautiful system that works on electricity, but you installed it in a village where electricity comes only for 2 hours. That's it. So one of the important resource for particular utilization of that technology is that you need to have electricity, let us say round the clock, or maybe 20 hours, but you have access to electricity only for 2 hours. That's it. They also impact the decisions, economic value of a particular technology. So now coming back to the strategies of building competitive advantage based on cost, it can be cost leadership or it can be cost focus, and based on differentiation, it can be focus product differentiation or focus differentiation. When we refer to the cost leadership is means based on the firm's position as the industry's low cost producer, कि आप इंडस्ट्री में सबसे कम प्राइस पे एक प्रोडक्ट बना पा रहे हो कॉस्ट पे. ये कैसे होगा? It means you must construct the most efficient facilities, you must obtain the largest market share so that its per unit cost is lowest in the industry. And also it only works if barrier exists that prevents competitors from achieving the same low cost. Like government, there are certain government policies or regulations that are supportive of you, not the other company. Leadership, it means based on firm's position and as industry's low cost producer, सबसे कम पैसे पे आप बना के दे पा रहे हो, you are constructing using best efficiency your facilities to the best of possible efficiency. You are the largest person who has captured the maximum market share. I will give example also. And only works if barrier exists that prevent competitors from achieving the same low cost. अगर हम देखें हिंदुस्तान लीवर लिमिटेड के प्रोडक्ट्स, HLL एंड पतंजलि के प्रोडक्ट्स, उन्होंने मार्केट शेयर बहुत गांव गांव तक पहुंच गई। एंड प्रॉक्टर एंड गैम्बल ने कोशिश की HLL को काउंटर करने की, बट वो नहीं कर पाया। थोड़ा PNG ब्रांड चलता है मेट्रोज में, बट वो प्रोजेक्ट शक्ति के थ्रू HLL गांव गांव तक गया। उन्होंने विमेन्स के नेटवर्क बना के उनको दिया प्रोडक्ट कि आप इसको सेल करो, अगर नहीं बिकेगा तो हम पूरा लॉट वापस ले लेंगे और हम आपको पैसा भी चार्ज नहीं करेंगे जैसे। एंड एट द सेम टाइम जब पतंजलि एंड इन हाउस स्वदेशी कंपनीज आएंगी, तो कोई भी गवर्नमेंट अपनी इन हाउस एंटरप्रेन्योरियल वेंचर्स को बेनिफिट्स देंगे ही देंगे in one or the other thing. That's it. So cost leadership is one strategy. When we say cost focus, it means firm's lower cost position enables it to offer a narrow target market and lower prices than the competition. Like अगर मैं एक एग्जाम्पल लूँ, कलसी एक लुधियाना बेस्ड ब्रांड है जो छोटे छोटे जूसर्स मिक्सर्स बनाता है। अब उसने ये नहीं कहा कि मैं पूरे इंडिया में सप्लाई करूंगा, पूरे वर्ल्ड में करूंगा। उसने ये फिक्स किया कि मैं पंजाब, हरियाणा, चंडीगढ़ और हिमाचल में सप्लाई करूंगा। जैसे उसने टारगेट मार्केट ही डिड इट नैरो, and because supply and distribution cost is low, he can offer it as a cheaper price, the same quality product than the bigger brand. But here the sustainability is the central issue for this trend. Works if the competitors define their target market more broadly, like Havells or other brands, let us say Maharaja or other brands, may have identified that we will not go up to the level of rural areas. But Kalsi has done it, let us say. So Kalsi will survive till the time the bigger players doesn't define their market more narrowly. Works if competitors cannot define the segment even more narrowly. Second thing is that the other company, your competitor, has already tried to the going down to the level of the customer segmentation. No further minute segmentation is possible. But you being housed in that area, you are able to cater that set of segment also, micro segment also, which others are not able to serve. So this is cost focus. That's it. You are providing at a low cost to a narrow target segment market. That's it. When we refer to the product differentiation, it means product that has an actual or perceived uniqueness in a broad market has a differentiation advantage. Like हम बात करें एप्पल, तो मेरे बहुत सी कई बार बात होती थी मेरे कोलीग से। तो जब हम यूएस का मौका मिला जाने का, तो वहाँ से जब भी जाते थे तो कोई ना कोई उन्होंने लैपटॉप ले लेना। तो मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स को कई बार कहना, दूसरे जो कॉमन फ्रेंड को, कि आप सर इनको कहें कि इतना स्पेंड ना करा करें, इट इज़ अ वेस्ट ऑफ मनी कि हम 2 लाख में 2.5 लाख में लैपटॉप ही लेके आ रहे हैं। एक लैपटॉप बहुत होता है 5-7 साल के लिए, है ना। तो उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं नहीं अमर, उनको यहाँ पे इंडिया में वो महंगा पड़ेगा, वहाँ सस्ता पड़ता है, इसलिए वो लाते हैं, लाने दो उनका। क्यों? एप्पल इज अ ब्रांड, they enjoy a differentiation advantage, but at the same time I have got the better performance than any other brand from this Dell laptop. इसको मैंने खुद SSD इंसर्ट किया इसमें, और रैम 16 GB किया, लेस देन 30 सेकेंड ये स्टार्ट होता है। अभी ये बंद होके हमने दोबारा स्टार्ट किया from wherever we have that. And it I purchased, if I'm not wrong, in 2014 or 15 for rupees, let us say 25,000. That's it. So but people are ready to pay for Apple, that's it, or any other brand, because they enjoy those differentiation advantage. Maybe their batteries will not fail, maybe their security, they have created this as their pitch, and people are ready to pay for it. Or maybe their uniqueness of their softwares features, and extremely effective for defending market position. That's it. If you wish to build your brand positioning, extremely effective for obtaining above average financial returns. Unique products command a premium price. If a product is unique, that's it, the price will also be higher. Focus differentiation, it says that the product, here the word not is missing. I have typed this presentation in my own hand, so there is a typographical error. It means the product not only has actual uniqueness, but it also has a very narrow target market. It results from a better understanding of customer wants and desires. Like for example, focus differentiation means I will make audio equipment, maybe hearing aid, and let us say not the normal headphones. Normal headphone product differentiation means Apple, AirPod, uh, or iPod or something else. But when focus differentiation means, let us say I say my company will make a hearing aids, headphones, or head earphones, earplugs for for the person who are having hearing impairment. I'm going to focus only the people who are having the hearing problem, means person with disability, or person with special ability. So you are going to create the product for them, and you are going to focus on, based on that focus differentiation, you are going to earn your money. Our friend who
Yes,
asked the
sir,
question,
perfectly.
thank you
Yeah,
so much.
perfectly. Perfectly, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And in competitive advantage, when we say for building the margin, when it comes out to be product differentiation feature, when we say from the product differentiation, ease of use and usefulness can be the another factor to be played upon. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Padmavati Natarajan, sir, anything you would like to interact upon or add to this session? Sir, I saw your face. Okay, Akash Kumar sir has shared something. Let us, all in all, it is the economics that forces the producers and users to go for selecting a technology which is competitive and sustainable and helps the user and producer enjoy economic benefit. Thus, we need to create effective technology. Yes, truly, sir, Akash sir. One of my recent person to whom I am helping out, coming out with creation of his enterprise, is he's a marine engineer, uh, basically a mechanical engineer. But he had, what I found, we met during one of the sessions in one of the colleges, but he had very sound knowledge of making Ayurvedic preparation for maybe a joint pain or a muscle relaxant. So what a surprise was, a mechanical engineering background person creating that, and उसका bottle price मेरे को लग रहा है 500-550 रखा होगा, and he has created a beautiful brand for it, and he doesn't know how to take it to the next level. He says 2 लाख का मैं माल तैयार करता हूँ, 2 लाख का बिक जाता है, एंड हमने एक साइंटिस्ट को दिया पेटेंट फैसिलिटेशन सेंटर के, और उनकी जो पेन थी वो रिलीव नहीं हो रही थी, एज अ सैंपल ले गए फ्री में, और हमने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट किया, मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे, और हम उनका ट्रेडमार्क सबसे पहले फाइल करेंगे। तो उन्होंने जब अप्लाई किया, हमने उनको चैलेंज दिया उसने कि अगर आपका पेन ठीक नहीं हुआ, आप प्रोडक्ट वापस कर देना। हमने तो मनी भी नहीं लिया था, एंड शी कॉल्ड एंड शी हरसेल्फ सेड कि इट इज इफेक्टिव, इट इज वर्किंग, और उन्होंने हमें फटाफट रिपोर्ट सर्च करके ईमेल डाली कि सर आपकी रिपोर्ट सर्च कर दिया, आप इस एरिया में ट्रेडमार्क फाइल करो। सो व्हेन यू प्रमोट सच पीपल, मैंने उनसे पूरा उनकी लाइफ स्टडी की कि हाउ अ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर कैन हैव अ नॉलेज ऑफ आयुर्वेदा। तो मैंने ये देखा कि बचपन में उनके कुछ एक्सीडेंट्स हुए थे, और उस एक्सीडेंट्स में उनके ब्रेन पे इंजरी हुआ, और उनका मेमोरी लॉस हुआ, और वो उनके फैमिली में मदर भी डॉक्टर थे, फादर भी डॉक्टर थे, सिस्टर एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर बेस्ड इन कनाडा, बट उनके जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स थे उन्होंने आयुर्वेदिक प्रेपरेशन से उनको हील किया। तो कहते मेरा इंटरेस्ट बना, तो उन्होंने धीरे धीरे उनके साथ बैठ के वो गुण लेना शुरू कर दिया, है ना, और गुण लेते 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 वो आज वो चीज क्रिएट कर रहे हैं। 2-3 और प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनके, तो अगर वो हम मार्केट में ला पाए अच्छे से, तो वो एक चीप प्रोडक्ट भी होगा, थोड़ा सस्ता भी होगा, और पूरा सही कंसंट्रेशन में होगा, और उसके बाद वो लोगों की हेल्प भी करेगा टू रिलीव फ्रॉम द योर पेन्स। बट मैंने मार्केट में जब सर्वे किया, तो छोटे छोटे प्रोडक्ट 1500 प्रीमियम प्राइस चार्ज कर रहे हैं, जो आयुर्वेदिक प्रेपरेशन है। That's it. So it is all, no doubt it is all about academics and that forces, but at the same time it is about the need of the people. Everyone is working on laptop computers, sitting in the offices, not going out. It's natural, any health product that focuses on improving your health is going to gain having that advantage also. That's it. That is a focused differentiation, I would say. That's it. And later on you can go for volume based, building margin based on volume also. Okay. Anything else? Akash sir, thank you. Thanks for your input. Any other participant who would like to come forward and share? Yes, there is inevitably we require to put it in. Okay, Akash sir has shared one more perspective. Technology is inevitable. We require to put it in the right track for our economy and youth to contribute to our nation growth. Yes, sir. And another thing we have to clarify, we have to broaden this definition of technology also. When we refer to technology, we only say that electronics technology, information technology, computer technology. No, even if you write with a when you write with a kana, with a on a board with a ink or a feather of a pigeon, that was also a technology. That's it. So with time, we may change the reference of how do we refer to our technology to be. But even if you see in writing instrument, you have from feeder to text to speech, speech to text converter. You have those kind of perspectives.